Look, it's been a whirlwind of a trip. It's been an amazing experience. We've just finished the best part of 30 hours travel to get home from a long 5-week deployment. But it is good to be home, but it was an amazing experience, yeah.
Morning, it's Troy from Fire and Rescue from the town of Edson in Canada. Overnight our fire has made a big run towards the town and is on the edge of town. It has calmed down overnight, but predicting strong winds and high temperatures today. So my crew, we've been retasked and we're into structure protection, protecting the towns with the urban fire crews in Edson. I've asked for some firepower and they've given me this to put it out with. It can go anywhere, carries 5,000 litres and can shoot over the top of buildings to put out fires. So I'm really excited to see it working today. We'll do our best to protect the town.
They don't have fire trucks on the ground because of the remoteness of this environment. The crews were flown in by helicopter, put into areas that were cut, helipads that were cut by firefighters on the ground with chainsaws. They cut a helipad, the helicopter lands, the crews deploy from the helicopter and lug all their heavy equipment, hoses, pumps, hand tools, etc., in amongst this remote, vast territory to extinguish these hotspots. The firefighting crews have to get all that firefighting equipment back to be demobilised. So it gets slung in from helicopters. So a helicopter with a big long line and a big net at the bottom of it. They roll the hoses. They call it melon balling, which was another different way of rolling up hose that we're not familiar with. Essentially rolling the hose into a ball, and then putting it in these slings to bring it back to the fire bases to be demobilised.
Basically what happens is during the winter, the snow compacts all the grass down, and the issues we've had at the moment is that through lightning strikes, it's ignited this surface fuel, which has then travelled into the sphagnum moss.
The undergrowth in the ground is an organic material they call muskeg, which is, I can only compare it to a peat-like material, a mossy, damp, dense, but quite spongy material underfoot. So in some parts of it feels like you're walking on a mattress. Other parts of it you sink down to your knees. So very moist, very heavy underfoot, very labour intensive for the firefighting crews working through there. And then that material on the ground, it combusts as well. So you've got the crowning fire through the top of the trees as we do, but then you have these fires that essentially burn beneath the ground. And the only way to extinguish those fires is to dig out the hot spots, dig it out with manual, with hand tools, manual labour.
You can see here how deep the moss layer is. You step down on it, you lose sight of your foot, and it's like walking on a wet mattress.
Tactically, very different firefighting to what we're experiencing. Hose lays of many, many kilometres, because the country itself, there is so much water in the country. There's so many lakes and rivers. So getting access to water is not a problem, as it is with us here in Australia sometimes. So they put pumps on shorelines of lakes, and they lay hose many kilometres, pump the water from the lakes to where it's needed. Really proud of the way all of our firefighters adapted and just got the job done. You know, real can-do attitude. There was no complaints or anything like that. Just got in to get the job done. And credit to our Fire Rescue New South Wales firefighters, and also the broader contingent as a whole.